Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. And today, we are back on GameFound, who I've been visiting quite frequently. They got quite a lot of big projects up right now. Good for them. We're checking out Beast, Shattered Isles. It's raised just under $500,000. And so it's... there's a thing there. It's like a ruined castle or something. And then there's people. I can't see the button. 2 to 4, 30 minutes per player, ages 14 plus. So that's nice. Maybe make that a smidge bit bigger. But man, I hate the fact that GameFound doesn't let you see more of the stuff without making an extra click. The official expansion for the critically acclaimed Hidden Movement game Beast. Welcome to a dangerous new world filled with new beasts, ruins, brave hunters, and search for forgotten knowledge. So it's an expansion, Hidden Movement game. So I do like the fact they mentioned it's a Hidden Movement game. And honestly, I might mention that somewhere on here. Like, I feel like Hidden Movement is a mechanism. Yay! What's up, Eric? A mechanism that a lot of people like that is underutilized. You know, I don't feel like that one... there's nearly as many games as, say, like a deck building game or a tableau building game. So anytime I hear Hidden Movement, I get a little bit more excited. So as always, when you go in the video, I'm thinking 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go.
The Light Seeker has finally reached its destination. Through mist-clad oceans, both hunters and settlers sailed toward the Shattered Isles. Amongst its steep, narrow cliffs, turquoise oceans, and dense forests, the ruins of an ancient, forsaken civilization await. Within the old stone walls, humans hope to find long-forgotten knowledge regarding the nature of beasts and how to slay them. But the unclenching thirst of humans led them too deep and made them open doors that should not have been opened. Something was released, something that once again threatens to push humanity to the brink of extinction.
Come on.
What once was a blooming landscape is now fractured and broken into isles. This mysterious place is divided into the upper and...
Okay, so I like what we're doing now. This is good. They're talking, but then they're also showing you the board and the iconography and the artwork
and the lower Shattered Isles. The isles, being smaller than the northern expanse, the beast or hunters will always lurk just around the corner. It's harder to hide and escape.
That's a really freaky shot. Like, I don't typically get freaked out in Kickstarter videos. I was like, hey, that's freaky. Okay, I guess that's what they're going for here.
Temptation is inevitable. The Shattered Isles are hard to navigate. Its ever-changing landscapes and broken vistas means that some paths are inaccessible to some. But those who can master the terrain will be able to travel great distances with little effort.
You see, here's the big difference to me. The first minute was just straight theme, where it's just like every game has a theme. Chess has a theme if you really dig into it. But this they're still talking theme, but now the theme is being conveyed on how you're actually going to play the game and how some characters will be able to move along these special trails. You know, I like this. I want to see some more than just the board because I really feel like we're focusing a lot on the board. But still, I'm more excited after the first minute.
These are known as hidden paths, and only beings native to the hidden paths habitat may walk through them.
Minis, okay, so now we're seeing minis.
Isles have mystical.
And that, okay, so they read my mind. I was like, can we see some more components? And then immediately we see a nice looking mini, and it looks like a custom printed little meeple there. That's nice.
Shattered Isles have mystical places filled to the brim with power. These are called ruins, long forgotten by an ancient civilization. The hunters have located 3 ruins on each part of the isles, and by staying at the ruins location, they will be granted special powers. But the powers are not for the humans alone, as the beast can also claim them. The team of hunters
So special asymmetrical special abilities you'll be getting throughout the game, always a fun thing. And they take that to show us the components as well, and how, this is how you're going to mark that you have your asymmetric ability here. You'll have this cool little thing on the bottom of your token. So very nice job showcasing the components, I think.
So claim them. The team of hunters on this expedition is led by Avind, the sky hunter that can easily traverse the terrain with his grappling hook, and scout the area with Fulgia. Farah, the Flameblade huntress that is yet to learn to control her fiery powers, and lastly Valdi, who ventures to hone his craft in alchemy. On the Shattered Isles, they were met by two ferocious beasts, the Lord of the High Peaks and Vacker, the abuser of stolen souls. A third, Akkeron, was later found imprisoned. Now released, he will not stop until the world is consumed.
And we're back to the first 1 minute where it's too much theme. Whoa, ho, 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 ho! There it was. There it was. Give me that. That's what I want to see. This is what this is going to look like set up, and now I'm seeing how the hidden movement aspect's going to work here with the little shield. Looking good. That's the shot I want to see. It's a super short shot. Nice player cards. Ooh, I like that. So you showed me that the board, is going to help make the game run smoother. The little cutouts, like, this looks great. The board looks good. Everything. This song is a banger. Oh, and then we show everything. So the original game, if you don't have it, the new one, and then I'm assuming this is the third beast that was being released or something. Okay. So in a perfect world for them, that would be the most popular pledge level. Most likely it will not be the most popular pledge level. Most likely it'll be the expansion with that. But let's see how they did. After the video, do I want it? Yeah, I do. I think it looks really fun. I want to try it. I want to play it. First minute, it was like a little bit dragged. But once we got into the meat and potatoes, that looks like a heck of a fun game. So do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? It's an expansion. So that immediately bodes well because, yes, you've done it before. But let's get into the page. Now, Studio Mid-Haul. Now, I believe Beast. Let's see. Studio Mid-Haul Beast. I think it was Kickstarter. So Beast. So this is what we're checking out here to make sure people got their stuff. This is the only Kickstarter they've ran. So they've ran two. Beast originally canceled. Then they did it and they had 8,000 backers. I think I did a Kickstarter on this one. And it rated 5... It made a lot of sex. I don't know what sex are. It made money. But people get their stuff. Anybody know that currency? Shattered Isles on GameFound. Greetings to all of our wonderful veteran Kickstarter backers. So 2 comments, 5 comments. Yeah, we're fine. Because here's the bottom line. If people weren't getting their stuff or they were super mad, that would be flooded with, oh, why are you doing this when you haven't even done this yet? Any update about this? Ooh, okay. That's not good customer service. 2 months ago, George Guzman's like, hey, where's Mexico? Any update on this? We got nothing. When you'll refund my shipping costs? Still no response. Hello, since we are close to the end, do you know when GameQuest will handle the damaged component replacements? Hi from Turkey. My country's in the list. I didn't get my copy yet. This made me worried. Can you inform me? And that's good news. Seems to have escaped the list, but is included in the rest of the world order. Okay. So it looks like most people got their stuff. I still haven't received my game. Is that normal? My package was lost almost 4 months ago, twice. You and your fulfillment center don't answer my mails. It's very frustrating to have to follow up 5 different channels to get a reply weeks later. I have no idea how they managed to lose your packaging twice. That's insane. We've changed the fulfillment company for Beast Shattered Isles, so we will hopefully avoid these kind of things in the future. I'm still waiting for an answer. I've tried contacting you through multiple different platforms, but still have received no word back. We have discussed during the campaign about supporting our school board game club. The students were wondering if we're still planning on following through with this gracious offer. So disappointing this project. They locked the delivery address. So it looks like customer service WTF is this? I had to pay 23 euros in custom fees for a replacement part. That is not okay. This should be on you. Don't bloody ship to the UK to supply your EU customers. Okay. Sorry to report another really bad customer service experience. Received my copy on May with heavy damaged cardboard. Contact Studio Midhall, sending them all the pictures of it, and we're bounced back to GameQuest. Reset them. What'd they say? I'm so sorry. We recognize that the customer support has been far from satisfactory, both from GameQuest side and from our side in terms of response time. This is our number one priority to improve. We are currently setting up new ways to structure to be able to respond quicker. So yeah, customer service does not look like a strong suit here, but people got the game, and hopefully, as they'll tell us, go back to that video. That song still in my head. That was a great song. Very good. I agree. Beast Shattered Isles. In a desperate search for theme. Don't care. Story-driven mini expansion. You take the role of the Huntress theme stuff. But cool, story-driven mini expansion. Thank you for focusing on the important stuff before the theme. Like, oh, story-driven mini expansion. Cool. Now I can go back to the theme zone. Why back now? Crowdfunding exclusive acrylic standees. Oh, those look hot. Sundrop miniatures, additional mini map screens, sleeves, all the fancy stuff, discounted bundles, exclusive Fallout cards. Cool. My favorite game just got better. Okay? So I do kind of like that quote in the aspect of someone is saying Beast is their favorite game of all time. So I still think this is a superfluous fluff quote that isn't the most helpful, but at the end of the day, for what they're trying to do, which is obviously sell this expansion, but sell original copies of Beast, I think that's a nice one to lead with. When a reviewer says that a game is their favorite game, that means something to me. Not one of their favorite games versus the favorite game, that's a big difference. What is Beast? Welcome to the things, stuff, hidden movement, card drafting. Ooh, one versus many. Love that. Well, hidden movement, I kind of inferred that, but still, card drafting, love it. I honestly put that on the marquee somewhere. Hidden movement and card drafting, boy howdy, those are two mechanisms I love. See, slapping elbows. That's not an expression. These are nice looking wood printed things here. So this is just a random picture of the board setup. This is just pictures of stuff. Sandbox gameplay. Beast is a game meant to be played and played over and over again. Trails, cool, gorgeous artwork. Well, it's going to move the needle for a lot of people. Choose your path. Acrylics or miniatures. This option to upgrade your game to acrylics or miniatures is available for Beast. Woo! Someone at a manufacturer, somewhere, a manufacturer is going to make a good deal of money off of that, because it's interesting. I work for a manufacturer now, and so it's like, oh yeah, that's what you do. You make quotes for all that stuff. All right, free follower gifts. Choose a reward without the Great Hunt. Which reward is right for me? Pre-launch followers. Okay, cool. The Great Hunt is free for all pre-launch followers as long as you pledge for any reward or add anything. So if you, okay. Returning backers. Choose any reward that does not contain the Beast core game. If you want deluxe, choose a returning deluxe reward. So this is nice. It's cleanly laid out exactly what you need to do. If you're new, if you're old, choose any reward that contains the Beast core game. What if I want everything? Pre-launch followers. Okay, so they really tried their best to make sure that everyone was going to know exactly where they needed to go. Like, all right, if you want this, you're going here. If you want this, you go here. If you want this, you go here. They're like, all right, now break. Go down the page, and let's see if we can figure it out. Which deluxe reward is right for me? Oh, well, this. Do I own Beast core game? Why, yes. No, I don't. I'd love to. It looks fun. Are you a pre-launch follower? Why, no, I was not. I'm sorry. Do you want the Great Hunt? Yeah, I like stuff. Yes. So I want Beast Shattered Isles and the Great Hunt Deluxe. That's hot. I'm not going to lie. I kind of love this idea. That's a half-point grade bump up for me. This is fantastic. Especially if you have a pledge with numerous, options and stuff. Like, if you want to make it a more complex thing, I think this is how you do it. This is great. Like, this is, I love this. Hot on the collar. I love seeing new things. I gotta write this down and recommend this. Which standard reward is right for me? The standard reward contains all you need to play Beast. If you're looking to upgrade your game with acrylics or miniatures, our recommendation is get one of the discounted add-on bundles. So these are the add-on bundles. Okay. Pre-launch followers. Remember that you get this thing stuff. Okay, so what do I get? 119 bucks. That's wow. Oh, it's not bucks. It's euros. How much is that? That's oh golly, 119 euros. I think it's like 125, 130, something like that. Okay. So I don't feel like that's a terrible price for base game, expansion, and then another expansion. Because, the way I see it, 60 bucks base game, 60 bucks expansion, because it looks like it's a pretty big box expansion with the minis and whatnot. I feel like that's a very reasonable price. So we got 172 people at this. This is the one they want most people to get. Definitely not what's happening here. Shattered Isles, standard. So this is returning backers, people who like the original Beast saying, I gotta have this. 1,032, that's a great number. Great number. And then we got Beast, standard, if you just want the Beast game, 19 people. So they've moved 191 new Beasts. So then Beast and Shattered Standard. So wow, this is really surprising to me. I'm really surprised more people don't want the Great Hunt. How? That's so weird. Beast and Shattered Isles Standard for $100. And 265. That's the most popular pledge. No, it's not. That's one of the, that's very popular though. 265. That's so obviously just getting the expansion is. I wonder why so many people don't want the Great Hunt. Like for $20, right? Isn't that $20? That's just bizarre to me. That bucks the nature of Kickstarter that I typically see. All right, Shattered Isles Deluxe. The price range is from here to there. The Shattered Isles acrylic sleeves, scrillage things, stuff, a whole bunch of stuff. 235 people. Cool. Returning backers, all the fancy stuff. 451. Nice. That means we're up to what? 1,451 returning backers. It's a very nice number. The Shattered Isles, the Great Hunt Deluxe. This is a lot of pledge levels. And you know what? Typically, I'd knock something like this. But look, these all have 100 plus on them. 240. This is great. And here's the bottom line. You can tell a pledge level is good if it has a reasonable amount of pledges on it. You see a pledge level and there's like 4 people who backed it. That means it's probably not a good pledge level that you could have just done as an add-on. The fact that all these have hundreds tell me that they knew exactly what their customers were probably going to want. That's really great on them. And then to top that off, they knew that they were going to have to try and make it a clean and clear system to get you to the pledge level that you specifically wanted, and they had that graph up there. This is fantastic. I really like that. Kudos to them. I don't feel like they sold the Great Hunt very well. Like, because, yeah, I think that's the big thing. That was the big thing at the end. It's like, oh, there's 2 monsters, but then there's a 3rd monster, and then we're going to theme you. And instead of theming me, I didn't realize that this is an exciting, thing with a book. Look at that. There's a booklet there. I want a booklet. Not 300 and something people. Okay, so we got the add-ons, cool stuff, things. Let's get to the shipping. Create your own hunter website. Create and share your own hunters. Download and print and explore countless other community creations. Okay. Create your own beast website. So here we go. This is the good one. 7 additional promo cards added to Shattered Isle. Cool. With foil finish or added to the Shattered. Ooh, found full art version of all hunt cards. Okay. Some more cards. Official 5-player mode. Now that's a banger. New contract. That's what's up. So I want that to be hit. That's woo. All right, so we got 150,000 before we get to that. That's a big one. If this ends up stalling out, at like 620, that's going to be a lot of people who are kind of disappointed. That's one of the risky things about stretch goals. 1 new item in Beastly Talent, mini map upgrade, markers, and dry erase. Oh, that is so nice. Ooh, okay. Loving these stretch goals. I'd honestly put these a little higher. These are great. 20 pages for the art book. Yeah. Animated meeple. This okay. Shattered Isles. What is this? Experience a brand new world in the first official expansion. Oh, that's what we've been talking about. I got it. So now you're just talking about it more. Okay. Vacker. So this is like theming me hard. But if people want to get into the weeds, cool. Oh my golly. There's a lot of stuff here. Whoa, that board looks great. I want to play that. 4 new action cards. Okay, what do I want? I want a gameplay video. I want a rule booklet. That'd be nice. I want some quotes, I think, about why I should want Beast. That's one thing I think has definitely been missing. Aside from that one quote, I don't feel like... I don't know. I thought the game looked cool, but if you didn't think the game looked that cool, quotes a lot of the time can help you along. And there's been like nothing. Except for that one. Okay, yeah, this is really bloated. This is a super bloated main area here. What's new? So this is like great. So improved insert and bigger box. Wow. Revised rule booklet. Improved components. Wowzers. So yeah, I don't feel like we really focused pretty much at all on the fact that this is an upgraded 2nd edition. It didn't seem that way when we were going through stuff. So yeah, like, you're gonna make me do it. Let's get on Board Game Geek real quick. Let's see how this one ended up shaking out on the ratings. Because you're not really that inclined to tell me about it, except for the fact that someone said it's their favorite game of all time, which is awesome. Holy guacamole! It's a top 1,000. It's a top 727 strategy game, top 300 thematic game, 1347. That is an incredibly high number. If you're not familiar with Board Game Geek, that's super high. Anytime you're in the top 1,000, that means most people generally like your game. Because there's, I believe, like 40-something thousand games, or 20-something thousand games listed that have gotten enough ratings. So this is really impressive. Yeah, I don't feel like they spotlighted that nearly enough. Like, I know the game looks cool, but a lot of games look cool and suck. Why don't you tell me more about how you're one of those games that looks cool and doesn't suck? This is just too much. It's so long. Golly, but I guess if you have that many pledge levels, this is the downside of that many pledge levels. It just keeps going. I feel like I stopped. Oh, okay, here we go. So stretch goal highlights. Are we talking about stretch goals? That was like 8 minutes ago. Why not just put them up there? Okay. You know, create, download, and play Shattered Isles type contracts. So this is great. This is exciting and fun. More details. Yeah, it's a fun little stretch goal area. I'd put that way higher. I'd go put that with the other one. Stretch pay, stable pledge. Oh, social goals. Jiminy Christmas, it just keeps going. Okay, social goals. I like social goals. I don't like social goals where they feel like they're buried all the way at the bottom. Like, who's really taking the time to look at every single detail of this Kickstarter page? There's just so much. If shipping costs increase by 10% more than our estimations, we offer full refunds with no questions asked. That's nice. I do like that. So, whoa! There's a Spotify of that song that was such a banger. And there's a clickable link. All right, you got me. You got me there. I'll do it. That's awesome. 4 new contracts by Studio Malhalla. What's oh, cool. So this is fun. I put that higher. So now we got quotes. Beast is without question the best hidden movement game I've ever played. Well, why can't we put that quote towards the top? Board Game Co. That's Alex. You got a quote from Alex, who is most people have really like, me included. And it says this is without question the best hidden movement game I've ever played. Like I always like to do this fun activity where I say a quote, but I actually say it how you would say it as just a real person if someone asked you about a game. Oh, what'd you think about that game? Without question, the best hidden movement game I've ever played. That's a great quote. Like, I would love to know more, but the bottom line is that someone is saying, this is the best. Like, it's fantastic. Like, that's superfluous fluff, but if, like that's like the creme de la creme of that. Beast is one of our favorite games of all time. It's beautiful and atmospheric with so many interesting options for both hunters and the beast. We absolutely love it. Interesting options. I love interesting options. Yeah, I feel like these quotes should be way higher. Like, why bury them all? Like, this is what I always like to look at. Look at where the bar is. They are saying that these quotes are less important than about 70% of everything else. And so now we're talking about the custom thing. That was one of the stretch goals. And I'm just done. I just want shipping. I get out of here. Like, there's so much. It's like when you try and talk to somebody, or you talk to somebody and you expect it to be a short conversation, and then they just keep talking. Like when you're like, I'm already buying it. I'm good. I'm gonna go buy it. Can you just leave? And I just want to buy it. Okay, what do we got? Beast standard. They're giving me the weight. I'd love the weight in pounds as well, just because the majority of people backing this probably from the United States of America. Let's take a gander at the Kickstarter. 3,687, Germany 705. So chances are, yes, the majority of the people here are from the United States of America. So that'd be nice. Convert that. Convert the money, too. That just seems lazy, especially when, once again, you know the majority of your customers, nearly, so 3,687. So 3,000 more than the next country. You know, I mean, come on. At least convert ours to it. So Shattered Isles, 14 euros. Shattered Isles, so it's $20. So if I want to get this, Shattered Isles and the Great Hunt Standard, which is what I want. Shattered Isles, Beast and Shattered Isles. Beast, Shattered Isles. So it would be 140 euros, so 155, 160. But that doesn't seem that unreasonable, honestly. That actually seems like a pretty solid price, I think. for, an 1100 rated game, one that I know is going to be great, most likely. Especially when, I feel like that's very Kickstarter reasonable. Deluxe rewards. So this shipping table, okay, so interesting campaign. There we go. Stuff, things, I'm shipping out. Partners, cool, looks good, makes me feel comfy. Just come on, could we be done already? It just keeps going and going and going. It's okay, it's over. That was so long. All right, so let's check out the comments, FAQ updates. Give this one a grade. I got mixed feelings, but mostly good. I own the base game with acrylic standees and add-ons. I'm interested in the standard shadow dolls with the acrylic standees. The upgrade pack is there a way to add these items. So let's see what the most popular one is. +1 for all the comments on a bigger box that holds everything, including deluxe components. That would be super nice. Did they respond to this? 919? No, of course. It's just the most popular comment. Why would you respond to that? And that's one thing I love about GameFound, is I could just go to most popular and be like, hey, are they responding to things? Let's go look at some of the most popular comments. And if they're not, once again, probably not great customer service. Not even like a, hey, sorry, that would unfortunately really mess up our shipping, blah, like some sort of explanation. They're just like, we ain't saying nothing. Returning back, I have the first Beast. What I really want is the fixes you did for the new version of Beast. Better rulebook with better explanations cover. Oh, so essentially they're asking for the upgrade pack. That seems like a pretty obvious thing that you should know people would want when, you had 8,000 backers. That, yeah, if you're going to make a better version of the game, they might want that. So let's see. So, of course, they would not respond to that. So this is a fun game now. So now we're going to see how bad their customer service is. This is a new game that we only get to do on GameFound projects of how bad's their customer service. So we're at the top 2 most popular comments that they just decided we're not going to respond to. What number will they get to? I'm going to guess the third one they're probably going to respond. Just a shot in the dark. You know what I'd really like? A big box to fit the original. Nope, it's the same thing. No. So 3. Are you going to provide old backers with a free insert? Hey, there we go. Currently investigating this. 4. So it was 3. 3. All right. Still pretty terrible customer service considering this comment is 10 days old. This comment is 10 days old. This comment is 13 days old. And you just chose to ignore it despite the fact it clearly is what? It's just... But then again, that should not surprise us after we looked at the Kickstarter project, which clearly had some customer service red flags. Which, they happen, but it's not great when you're on the bad end of it. It's like Frontier for me, Frontier Airlines. As long as I don't have any issues when I fly Frontier, everything's great. It's dirt cheap. I put stuff in my backpack, I'm money. But at the second there is an issue with Frontier, dear God, it's like pulling teeth. It's terrible. And I've had that happen twice. I should probably just stop being so cheap. Backer wishes and solo competition. Ooh, what's this? That sounds cool. We're investigating a big box solution, kicking off a solo competition and releasing a full album on Spotify. Wow. Maybe you should respond to the people in the comments section too. Hey, howdy, Huckleberry. All you have to do is say, hey, we heard you. Check out update number 6. We think you'll be really happy. Hey, look. Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. And there's customer service. I mean, you shouldn't expect people to sift through this incredibly long update. Oh my God, just stop talking. It's so much. Oh, it's like my grandmother. I love my grandmother, but just every conversation just goes on and on and on and on. Like, this is, great. It's a meaty, robust update, and if you're a big fan, this is a fantastic update. If you're not, it's a lot to read. Okay, cool. Final grade. Do I want it? Yes, I do. I don't feel like they did a fantastic job necessarily on spotlighting things. Just the positioning of those quotes. Those quotes would have went so far. If you have 2 or 3 quotes of reviewers saying that your game is the best, that's fantastic. I especially got Alex from Board Game Co saying that. So I just feel like misplaced quotes are so weird. So final grade, do I want it? Yes, I do. Looks fun. I would totally mention a lot of stuff, though. Can you do it? Yeah, customer service doesn't look great, though, and there's a lot of things that could go wrong here. Like, they've raised $500,000, so I'm not super concerned. But if they didn't have $500,000, let's just say they only had $100,000 to really put you in my mindset and how I try and look at this. If they only had $100,000, making all this crap at print runs would be incredibly difficult because there's so much extra crap that they are making right here. It's not just the 3-box games. We've got the acrylics, we've got the dewdrops, we've got the beer coasters, we've got the clicky-clack pens, whatever novelty crap that they're bundling in all this stuff that they knew 100 to 200 people would want, and they picked them up. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of things that could go wrong. And what looks like not great customer service. Like, I'm just going to go there. That, like, even though, like, they talk so much, that update was so robust, but, like, maybe talk in your comment section more. Just a smidge bit. Why don't you cut off 10% of those updates, throw that in the comment section, put that energy there. And how much is it? It actually seems like a pretty reasonable price. Just period, you know, for especially a highly rated game, a big box expansion, the game, an expansion that I don't feel like is sold particularly well at all, which seemed like such an odd, befuddling move, because you were on such a roll, too. Like, putting you in the mindset of the video, like, the first minute, just fluff-themed crap, and then, like, 2.5 minutes of just fantastic, interweaved theme with gameplay, showcasing the board, showcasing the components. It was great. It was great. And then when we want to start talking about the Great Hunt, the other expansion that you're going to try and sell people for $20, it's just like, theme. There's a door and stuff leaking out of it. Ha cool. It's just such an interesting choice. Mixed bag. I'm going to go with overall a B-. Think overall, mostly very good. Here's what I'll say. If you went through every, like that, oh yeah, that thing's so good. That's okay, B. I'll be fair here. I gave that a whole half-point grade bump up. That's a B, because this is fantastic, and I'm going to recommend people do this, especially if they have complex pledge areas like this one does. So I'm going to go with a B. Let me know in the comments below what's your final grade for Beasts, Shattered Isles, and the Great Hunt Standard. If it looks like it might be a cup of tea, be sure to check out that game found link down below. Also in the comments below, be sure to click on the subscribe button. I'm trying to reach 25,000 subscribers in 2023 because I love the number 5. Bye-bye.